Recently, I've had some teachers ask me about how to use Prezi. And so I wanted to do a real quick demonstration on how to use Prezi so that you could sign up for a free account and use it on your own. It's a pretty simple program, but it's a lot different than other programs that you've used as far as presentation goes. So I'm going to do a very quick look at it. First thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do a sign up. And when you sign up for it, it's like a 5-step process. You put in your first and last name, your email address, and then a password, and that's it. It's that simple. I'm going to go ahead and sign in since I already have an account. So I'm just going to go to login here. Okay, and you'll notice when I log in, it'll show you my Prezis. I've got several Prezis that are built. I'm just going to go to new Prezi. I'm going to give it a title. We're just going to call this practice. Okay, and then you don't necessarily have to put it in a description, but you can if you want to. If you make a lot of these, that might be helpful, especially if people are looking at your work online. But I'm not going to worry about it. So I'm going to go straight to create. Okay, and what you'll notice right when you log in is that you've got templates that you can use. The templates are very good, actually, and I would recommend using them once in a while. They'll change and rotate, but for this example, I'm just going to go to a blank Prezi. And what Prezi is about, it's all about scale. Unlike PowerPoint, where you go from slide to slide to slide, Prezi is just one big canvas. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in on this just a little bit so we can take a look at this. You can click on anything in Prezi, and you've got basically 3 layers here. You have the outer layer, you can see. You got the outer layer that has that allows you, if you grab it, to rotate items, like I'm doing here. You've got the mid layer. If I grab that, I can actually resize. You can see the arrow there. And you've got the hand in the middle, which allows you to move things around on your canvas. If you double click on your canvas, you can type. It's that simple. So I'm going to give this a name. Click off of it. Move it in place. In this case, in this particular Prezi, I've got a bracket around it. So I'm actually going to decrease the size of the bracket. Actually, I'm going to take this out of here. Move this out, increase it a little bit, put it back inside. Okay, so what this is right here, this is called a bubble menu. And with the bubble menu, you see you have different options like insert. I can insert shapes, and these are pretty easy. I can do, what I'm doing is I'm left clicking and dragging the arrows. Left click and drag. And you can see I'm putting several shapes on the page here. I like this pencil tool right here. This pencil tool allows you to draw freehand. I don't know what that is. That's something. Here's your edit undo. Highlighter pen. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to insert here. You can see I've got several things here. You can link a YouTube video. You can actually put a PowerPoint on there. That's new to Prezi, so you can link one of your PowerPoints. And let's say you have video on file, like it says right here. You can insert video, PDFs, SWF, flash video files. So this is a way to add your own media here. I'm going to go back to the center here, though. This center bubble is actually called the right bubble, which allows you to just write anywhere you want. Okay. Since this is a zooming presenter, I'm just going to zoom in, move it around, zoom some more, get this in place. Can't zoom anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and insert a picture here. By going insert, I'm going to select a file. I'm going to size that down even further. Okay. going to go ahead and put some text on this right here. Move this in place. Give it a turn also. Okay, one thing I like to do with any objects that I'm putting on a page, if I want to group the objects, I go frame. I can choose a frame. We have a bracket, a circle, and a rectangle. This is a hidden frame that will group items, but you cannot see it. I'm going to go ahead and use a rectangular frame, draw it around it, drop it. Now all three of these items should be together there, so group them for me. I'm going to go ahead and insert several pictures here. So I'll just go back to Insert, Images, select Files. I am going to go, let's see, we got an East picture. I'll go ahead and put that on here. That is not a very good picture, so I'm going to take that out by going Edit, Undo. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and move to another spot. Put my picture over here. Okay, so I've got some kind of bear cat, it looks like, or an attempt at a bear cat. Okay, I'm going to add a title once again. I really don't think that's a bear cat. I'm going to write that on there anyway, though. I'm going to resize my caption, give it a little angle, and once again, to group them, I'm going to put a frame around it, this time a circle. Okay. I'm going to go zoom back out so I can see what's going on here. I'm going to move it to the right a little bit. Everything's floating. Notice I'm actually grabbing the text there, which is not what I want to do. I'm going to try to get out here where there's nothing located, and I'm going to move the whole canvas. This is not where I want it, so I'm going to move this in place. Look at that, I'm having trouble grabbing it. There we go. Okay. Now I'm going to put another image right here. I'm going to zoom in really close. Right there. I'm going to insert. Shapes. Actually, I don't want shapes. I want images. Select a file. See if I can find something decent here. Oh, a bunny rabbit. Nice. We'll go with the bunny rabbit. That's not a bunny rabbit, and that's not a good picture either, so I'm going to take that out. Insert. Image. Let's see here. What do we have? What do we have? Okay. We'll go with this one. A cat judo kick to the face. All right, I like that. So I'm going to actually put that there. I'm going to size it down. Once again, I'm going to use the middle of the zebra tool, size it down a little bit. This is called a zebra tool, by the way. I didn't mention that before. I'm going to give it a little tilt, and I'm going to give it a caption. I'm going to call it, I don't know, how about judo kick? I'm going to size this down a little bit to kind of match my picture, get it in place here, rotate it, and I'm going to put a frame. This time I'm going to put a bracket around it. And this should all be grouped in the bracket now. Okay. So now that's, we did most of the work there. I mean, this isn't a real coherent Prezi, but I just wanted to do a quick one so you can see how it's done. I'm going to back out here so you can see everything. Now the last step when you make a Prezi would be to create a path. So like PowerPoint would go from slide to slide to slide. This actually, I'm going to choose the path that it goes on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the frame here. So I'm actually going to choose, or actually my title. I'm going to choose my title. That's going to be my first spot. Now I'm going to, for some reason, for no reason at all really, I'm just going to go to the circle, just so you can see how it works, to the triangle. I'm going to zoom in now, and I'm going to go to this picture of me. You can see that it selects the picture when it's highlighted. And when we got something that's highlighted, like I shouldn't say highlight, I should say drop shadow. When it puts a drop shadow on something, it means it's selected. And this is the reason why you should put a frame on something, is that it gets everything in the picture rather than just a picture. If you just select a picture, you might be missing some of the elements around it. So I'm going to zoom in on this a little bit, select the frame, and I believe I have one other item somewhere here. No, I think that's it. So I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to select the frame here as my last piece. Okay, so all I need to do now is to start this presentation right here where it says show, I can just play it, and this is the way it looks. Right, there were my, okay, so it's called the zooming presenter for a reason. You can see it zooming in and out, back and forth, and there you have it. There's Prezi in a nutshell. You can get the account for free. You can get a 100 megabyte account for free. Simply go to Prezi.com and sign up. Have some fun with it.